It's time to press R2 with different buttons. We're gonna press R2 with a different thing. Everyone says, you know, oh, you gotta press R1 with the straight sword. You know, and I get it. You press R1 with the straight sword. It does damage. It's fast. I hear this guy. I hear him. I hear him trying to use this sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete. Verticality on the Sneaky Pete. We didn't get to press R2 at all. Fuck. Verticality. Alright, there we go. One more. True combo. Look at that. GG's. Oh man. The hollow build meta. The hollow build meta was right. It was right, you guys. So the reason that we use the hollow build for the Lothric Knight two-handed R2 is because we want to equip the Leo ring. And if we use elemental damage, like the Dark Infusion, that's so rampant, we lose out on Leo ring damage because counter damage doesn't help infused elemental type damage. But the hollow build allows us to keep all physical, and the Lothric Knight sword maintains its scaling and now gets luck scaling as well. But what we've done now is we've swapped over to the Carthus curved sword and made it hollow as well. And why did we do this? Well, unbeknownst to some of you, I'm sure, when this game first came out, hollow quality was the meta. And it was the meta because you got to keep good scaling and you got a bonus to damage based on luck. Carthus curved sword has innate bleed on it, which means when you buff it with Carthus Rouge, the bleed only gets better. Hello. Yes, come block my bleed weapon. No backstab. Not surprised, to be totally honest. God damn it. Alright. The Corvian can probably handle that dude. Jesus Christ, people are bad at this game anymore, man. Just sad. Just gank. Just gank me. That's all you gotta do. If there's more of you than there is of me, and you team up together, and you come hit me at the same time, you know what I mean? All the build advantages in the world don't mean shit. And that's really what it comes down to. Is just gank. It's the way the game intends for you to beat invaders. Oh my god, who are you people? Who play, what the fuck? Okay, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Hello. Alright, also, the one-handed curved sword is a underutilized tool. Not as good as the two-handed, obviously. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He has a phantom. But that's why I say underutilized. The one-handed curved sword, it's still good, and you get a shield, you know? It's still good. That guy had a phantom, and we never even met him. What the fuck? But the R2s, don't sleep on the R2s. Sleepyhead. Wake on up! Smell that bacon! When the game first came out, the two-handed curved sword, Carthus curved sword, was the meta for the longest time. And the reason for that was it could feasibly, take off 60% of your health with one punish. If you missed an attack, the Carthus curved sword could conceivably do about 60% of your health. It's also just a fantastic roll catch machine. And so that's important in duels. In invasions, it doesn't mean quite as much. And the reason it doesn't mean quite as much is because you can just heal. Just have a sip of Estus. God damn it, lock on in the dark room. I'm an idiot. That's what I get. Now, it's still an absolute roll catch beast. That part's still true. But one-handed works just fine in invasions because it gives you a shield. I actually really like fighting dagger users with a curved sword. It's one of my favorite things. Because if you make the trade, you'll still come out on top because you have more hit stun than they do. Absolutely. Just fucking roll catches on reaction, man. And you get to have a shield, which is, that's an invaluable resource in invasions. See, he did a running R1, which has no, there's no real hit stun on that. And I hit him before his hyper armor started on the Farron. And this invasion could have been over right there, but I'm trying to show the weapon off, you know? Rip. Okay. Now, let's see if this fella doesn't decide to just run all the way back. If he decides to run all the way back, then we have to assume he's going to resummon. But if he's willing to, give it a go down here, we'll see what he's up to. I really thought he was dead. God damn. GG's. Always a good symbol. Always a good sign. Always a good sign when the first thing you see is the ragdoll corpse of a enemy. Well, we got to do a little bit of damage on that guy before his buddy showed up. Another Black Knight shield, which means more Carthus Rouge. We'll go with the Chloranthy. Truly, I am a wise man. A genius. God damn. That damage is real, though. Chaos Bed Vestiges. Good thing we turned around there. We know now that the Gold Phantom is low on Estus, or low on health, and has no Estus, which is exactly the sort of thing we're after. Alright, but how do we finish him off with... Well, he's going to make it easy on it, it looks like. Maybe we can, pay him back for the fireballs? Too good. And that's what the shield gives us. R2 roll catch. Oh, he rolled twice. He's still swinging twice with a fucking one-handed... Maybe he learned. Now, if he would two-hand the thing, this wouldn't be an issue. Alright, we'll try and get him with the R2 weapon art punish on the Estus. $548 damage, which is more than an Estus will heal you, if I'm not mistaken. GG's. Versatile little weapon. Versatile little weapon. In case I haven't touched on it yet, the reason that Carthus Rouge goes so well with the luck build is luck scales with the amount of bleed that you're building up. Against dudes who have shields, who turtle up behind shields, it's fucking invaluable. Invaluable. Hello. This is why this was meta. Look at those fucking parries, my dude, man. He is a powerful fucking meme. Just need to finish him off and this will be much easier. Just like that. And you saw how quickly we managed to bleed him out. Roll catch on reaction, man. Look at that damage. 700 damage. Estus punish. Come on. GG's. Too good. Too good. It says a lot about Dark Souls PvP that a weapon this good fell out of favor that hard when it got nerfed. It's still so fucking good. It's still very good. It's just not as fast as it's like, and everybody dropped down to the scimitar, you know, or the lighter curved swords, the ones that didn't take the speed nerf buff. I'm sorry, the speed nerf. Everybody dropped down, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do, it's just the same weapons all the time, over and over again. Like, because this isn't head and shoulders above everything else. It's, you know what I mean? You never see it get used anymore. 2 years ago, I hated seeing this weapon because even a bad player could just, you know, wear your shit out if you made a mistake. If you made a mistake against a good player, against a bad player, they could still give you a really hard time with it. This weapon has all kinds of weaknesses. Running R1 into R1 was everybody's favorite thing in the world to do. If they weren't, you know, if they didn't understand the game, everybody would run R1, R1. The problem is running R1 has no hit stun on it. So that follow-up R1 you just parry it. Now, anyone who knew what they were doing would run up R1 and then wait for you to roll and then roll catch you. But, you know, bad players hiding behind good weapon would just run R1, R1. I don't know. But yeah, still, it's an awesome weapon, especially in invasions. And you just never see it anymore. No one ever uses it. And then people who do use it don't like the R2s. But the fucking, that combo. How are you going to hate on that combo? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Could you imagine that on like a fucking 60 Faith DMB? 60 Faith Dark Moonblade, that combo, that would have to be like pretty decent damage. I feel like that's got to be pretty decent damage. I don't know. It's Dark Souls 3. I don't have a shrug emote. Big shrug. R2. Fuck yeah.